Hey Heather, let's get more in depth on what I could do or maybe would benefit me now that I know all this about the exercise calories. And just as a quick recap, one, your body is adjusting. The way it's responding to exercise with calorie burn now is not what it'll be doing in a month, 2 months, 3 months from the time you start. Your food is the same way. Your body doesn't respond to the calories the same way. We've cleared all that up, right? Body is forever changing, adapting, which means you're going to have to change how you do things. We also know that extreme exercise, and extreme is relative. It really is. I have clients that are all over the board with this. But here's what I look for as far as making tweaks. When someone comes to me and says, but I'm so hungry on the day I do my run. I'm so hungry when I do this, that, or the other. I go through kind of a real quick assessment with them. I say, okay, what is your goal? Well, I want to lose weight. Okay. So if your goal is weight loss, being in a calorie deficit is required. And then I say to them, if we stream back what you're doing, not eliminating, pay close attention. I don't like to eliminate any kind of fitness, but I like to stream it back. If I say, are you willing to do that to achieve your weight loss goal? And if this is somebody who's just, nope, foot down, I love running with my friends, I love whatever it is, then I say to them, are you okay with taking a slower way to your weight loss? And if they're okay with that, great. We will add more calories on those days. They will keep the exercise the same, but they do understand that that might be a hindrance for them. Because what it is even though they're not burning as many calories over the time they do it, if it really flares up hunger for them, that's going to be something they have to contend with. I'm not the one feeling the misery of the hunger. They're feeling the misery of the hunger. So you can, it's kind of like you're putting your hand in a fire and saying, ow, I'm getting burned. Yeah, you could pull your hand back out of the fire if you want, or you can leave it there. It's your choice, right? I mean, I can't control another adult's actions, so I let them make that decision for themselves. But if somebody's like, no, Heather, I just really want to lose this weight, I realize that this idea of exercise to help me lose weight is an old thought, and I'm really just struggling with it. What I like to do is, okay, well, what are you doing now? I'm doing 3 or 4, I'm just going to use Peloton because it's what's popular right now. Peloton endurance bike rides for 45 or 50 minutes. All right, so how about this? What if we cut that back to 3? And what if we only did it for, say, 20 to 25 minutes? And then what I encourage people to do is activity that will not spike their hunger. Lots and lots of walking. Strength training for a lot of people can also fall in this bucket. If you're doing, say, a 20 or 30 minute, full body strength training routine, you might be able to get away with something like that and it's not spiked. Normally where I see a huge spike in hunger is from these more cardio, metabolic type workouts where you're switching maybe from like a boot camp, something like a Peloton, something where you're doing, high intense exercise for most people, it's usually over 30 minutes, usually more than that, 45 minutes to an hour. Now, does that mean you can never do it? No. But if you're doing it day in and day out, thinking you're helping your weight loss, but it's making you hungry as heck, and then you're like looking for more food, and this is the other thing, and I should be honest about this, your body overrides you. You might on paper say you're eating 1,800 or 1,600 calories, but if you're really eliciting that kind of a hunger response, you're probably grazing and sneaking little bits of this, that, and the other in, and you're not even maybe aware of it. It's like, it's happening under the, outside of your awareness. I see it all the time because our body will try to get food when it is hungry. It's just what it does. So this is like a huge chess match, you versus your body. I realize that 45 minutes of intense physical exercise makes me very hungry. So what am I going to do? Not do that if I'm in a deficit. I'm going to keep that intense exercise to maybe 20 minutes or less. And I'm going to jack up my walking. Why walking, Heather? Why? Because walking burns calories, but it doesn't get you all hungry like, say, jogging or sprinting or intense biking or any other type of cardio workout. So walking is a great way to get in movement. It's a great way not to elicit that hunger response for most people. And that way you can be active, but you're not doing things that might be counterproductive to your weight loss goals. Now, you get the weight off, you're at a happy place, you've learned your maintenance calories, you've maintained, and you want to start jacking up your fitness and adding a little bit more calories in if needed, great. But if your goal is weight loss and you're already hungry because you're eating less food, my argument for this would be, why make it harder? Why put your hand in the fire if you don't have to? I've had clients who can't work out, who are totally like unable to do that, either due to injury or due to just something that's happened. And as long as their calories are dialed in, they lose weight. They are not out there doing this stuff. And sometimes I think it's a little easier for them because they don't elicit that hunger response. Their hunger is fairly consistent and neutral. They are aware of it, but it is not spiked on and off day to day to day. So the walk away from all this is, look at what you're doing. Always come back to the massive question, what is my goal here? Is my goal weight loss or to get ready for a fitness event? If it's to get ready for a fitness event, then you feed yourself what you need to feed yourself to be prepared for the fitness event. If your goal is weight loss, then you want to think about, am I using the right tool with my fitness for this particular situation? Would it be better to maybe be walking, 7 days a week, and maybe just doing 2 30-minute strength training sessions if I'm looking to retain muscle or build muscle? If I love a certain exercise and I find 45 minutes is just a little too much, I'm getting kind of hungry, maybe I scale it back to 25 minutes. There is no wrong or right, black and white answer. This is all about you finding what works for you. But how do you know if what you're doing is not working? Well, if you know maintenance for you is 2,000 and you need to hit 1,800 and you're struggling to do that because you are so hungry on the days you work out, red flag. You've got an issue. Or if you know that you're super hungry, but you're actually one of those people who white knuckle it through, you're still having an issue because at some point you may not be able to white knuckle it. And again, why put your hand in the fire if you don't have to? Like, this kind of extreme exercise is not required for weight loss. If you love it because it makes you feel good, it manages stress or whatever the issue is, great. But if you're doing it really secretly thinking in the back of your mind, oh good, I get to eat a little bit more today, don't do that. It really won't play out that way. So I'm hoping these videos help. I don't want to be a downer to anyone. I want everyone to be physically active and healthy, but I also want to see you get to your goals. And as a coach, I've been coaching hundreds and hundreds of people now for the last 6 years, like full-time business coaching. And I will tell you, this is one of those areas that I find I have to, to give a lot of guidance on, because people are out there doing extreme things thinking they're helping their weight loss when really they're hindering themselves. And it's hard to hear that sometimes. My Apple Watch says, my Fitbit says, the calculator says, yes, I get that it says those things. But those things are not accurate. Like, as we said in, I think, what was it, video 2, those things are not accurate. You have to kind of accept that the exercise is a health, mental wellness tool. Calorie deficit is a weight loss tool, right? Think of them in 2 different buckets. So that way you can actually get to your goals. That's my mission for you. And for you to stop putting your hand in the fire. All right, guys, please like and subscribe. Let me know how I can better help you, and I will talk to you soon.